Hey guys, it's Andy here with your daily takeaway. So I'm sitting here finishing up some work, putting out one of the ads for our summer camp here at a few. But anyways, that's not what today's daily takeaway is about. Actually, it's not about marketing in any way, shape, or form. Just a little bit ago, I got done teaching our leadership, one of our leadership classes for our leadership candidates. And what I was talking to him about today was the value of procrastination when you're doing stuff. Here in the West, societally, we view procrastination as a bad thing. Almost literally from like the time you're a little kid, you're told procrastinating is bad, that if you procrastinate, you'll always fail, you'll always be a failure, etc., that you have to get things done on time, etc., blah, blah, blah. Anyways, yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah. There's no other word for it. It's bullshit. It's how you use the procrastinating. It's nothing more than a tool, just like anything else. If you procrastinate and don't do anything, then yeah, you're just being lazy. The ancient Egyptians had two verbs for procrastination, two of them. The first verb meant basically you're lazy. The second verb meant to wait for the right time. And that's the important part. Procrastinating can be very, very good, and it can help you flesh out your ideas, flesh out the things that you're doing, and where you're going. But the kicker to it is that you actually have to be thinking in the back of your head about the thing that you're procrastinating about while you're doing something else. If you don't, and you just simply put it off, then obviously nothing good's going to come from it. So basically what I want you to get from this portion of it is that procrastination in and of itself is not a bad thing. It's in how you use it. You can use it to help you a great deal. Now, the second part of this is the other part that I was telling them. I'm not an employee of the place that I work at. I'm an independent contractor. I have been so for over 2 years now. I am self-employed. Prior to doing what I do now, I left long-term care, which I was in for almost 6 years, and opened a window washing business. I happened to open a window washing business in the one town in the entire state in which you can actually do so pretty easily because nobody's on contracts around here. It's mainly a lot of older gentlemen who've been doing it for like 20 plus years. And then anytime a new person starts up and they find out about it, hello, price wars. They'll literally walk around and walk into a business. That business will go, hey, I just signed a contract with so-and-so. And they'll be like, oh, no worries, don't worry about it. I'll do your windows for free just to kill your contract. Anyways, this allowed me to start my business here, and it was actually, as long as I was out here, somewhat profitable. Then, after running out of places around here to window wash, I went up into the Columbus area to do it. And I discovered something else entirely. Anybody who's ever been in sales or anything like that, you know that to get a yes, you're going to go through a lot of no's. For every 10 no's you hear, you might get one yes. There's a little town called Westerville. So I went over to Westerville. Not Westerville. I went over to Worthington. There's a town called Worthington. And in Worthington, I pitched probably about 200 businesses in one day. I got 0 yeses. 0. None. Not a thing. Every single business in that town was on contract with one gentleman who had started 20 years prior as soon as he left high school, and while Worthington was being built up as a suburb of Columbus, he got every new business on a contract, and they've only used him for years and years and years and love him. I went to another town called Gahanna. In Gahanna, Fish had already taken up residence. Fish is is a national cleaning company. They basically do it extremely cheap, and you're paying for what you get big time. But it's very, very cheap. So they get a lot of business. It's extremely hard once Fish goes into a territory, if you're a window washer, to get business in that territory. So anyways, right after that, I had to have my gallbladder taken out. All of these things combined led to my window washing business failing. I had a choice. My choices were go back into long-term care, which I had a license in, and thus security. I could go back in anywhere. I'm a male. Any male who is an STNA or a nurse's aide or a CPA can tell you it's incredibly easy to find a job with a license if you're a male. The reason being, you get stuck on all the shit units. They got big, combative, angry individuals. Guess where you're going? That's where you're working. So it's very easy to get a job in that field if you're male. I didn't want to do it. I was burnt out. So I decided to give it a second go and become an independent contractor. And that's where we're getting to the part of this that I want people to take away from. When you do you, whether it's creating content, putting it out there for other people, whether it's starting your own business, working for somebody else to help them with their business, any number of things, you're going to get a lot of flack. I promise you this. You're going to have friends and family tell you that you can't do it. They're going to tell you that you're going to fail. They're going to tell you to get your ass back into the workforce, and it's the only way that anything will ever happen, etc., etc., etc. They do that because they love you, because they care about you, not because they want to see you fail. Understand that. They care about you. They do not want to see you fail. They want what's best for you, or what they see as is best for you. Ignore them. I'm dead serious. Ignore them. And the reason for that is because if you do, and you live your life, you do you, who knows where it's going to take you. A little over 2 years ago when I started this, I knew nothing about social media marketing, de nada. What did I do yesterday? I put up a friggin' video on how for local businesses can hack around Facebook's stupid organic killing algorithm. 2 years ago, I didn't know anything about social media marketing. I'm self-taught. Everything I've learned by going and looking for it. None of the stuff that I use on a daily basis came from a college degree. Okay? Now, I'm not saying don't go to college. It's not what I'm saying. What I am saying and what I told my leadership kids was, if you're going to do you, if you're going to go out there, you want to be a change in the world, you want to create some kind of change, some kind of value for other people and things like that, you're going to get flack. You're going to be told that you can't do it. You're going to be told that you're going to fail. Ignore it. Do it anyways. Just do it. And I got news for you. Most people don't have the balls to do it. End of story. Have that pair and do it anyways. I promise you that the first time you do it, it'll be scary as hell. Second time you do it, it's still going to be scary. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th time you start doing new stuff, it's all going to be scary. It gets a little bit easier each time, but it's still going to be scary. But I can also promise you that if you keep doing it, by the time you hit about the 100th time, you ain't got a comfort zone anymore. A year and a half ago,